Students, now let us discuss the next topic, that is electrostatic potential energy. Electrostatic potential energy. Now, for example, if I'm having a system of some point charges, and you see, if I want to give some position to these point charges, means every point charge must have some position, then I have to do the work in assembling all the point charges in the system. So the work done in assembling all the point charges in a system is called electrostatic potential energy of the system. For example, if I'm having two charges in the system, I'll bring one charge from infinity to the system, and then I will bring second charge from infinity to the system, and I will see how much work I have done in assembling both of the charges in the system, and the total work done in assembling both the charges in the system will be stored in it as its potential energy. So potential energy, how we can define? This is the amount of work done in bringing a charge from infinity to a point in the electric field. So work may be done against the force of repulsion or force of attraction of the charge whose electric field we are discussing here. Now first we will discuss electrostatic potential energy of two-point charge system. First let us consider I am having a system of two-point charges. Let us consider I am having this system, and let us consider in this system there are 2 point charges at these 2 points. So if I want to calculate the potential energy of this system, suppose the 2 point charges are already lying here, then I will have to consider how much work has been done in assembling both of the charges. So what we are going to do here, we will take both these charges to infinity, and then we will bring one by one both of the charges in the system, and we will try to calculate the work done. Now let us consider Q1 and Q2. They are both charges, and let us consider the distance between these 2 points where I want to place 2 charges is R. Now let us consider we are bringing first Q1 from infinity to this point A. So let us bring Q1 from infinity and let us place it at point A. Now let us find out work done in bringing the charge Q1, or simply I can write this as work for bringing charge Q1 from infinity to the point in the system. Now as there was no charge in the system which is there to apply force of repulsion or force of attraction on Q1, so initially there was no potential in the system. So no charge is there to apply force on the system, so no force was there in the system, either force of attraction or force of repulsion. So what would be the work done in that case? As force is not there, no potential is there, so work done would be 0, because we know that as per the definition of the potential also, work done is what? Work done is potential at point A into the charge which we are bringing from infinity to point A. So here what was the potential initially and what is the amount of the charge we are bringing in the system. So initially there was no charge in the system, so no potential was there. So VA here is 0 when no charge is there in the system. So we can write here work done in bringing the first charge from infinity to point A would be 0. So no work is done. Now we have placed this charge Q1 at point A. Now we are going to bring the second charge from infinity. Now let us bring charge Q2. So this was the work done for bringing charge. Bring charge Q1 from infinity to point A. Now we are going to bring charge Q2 from infinity to point B. Now when we are bringing charge Q2 from infinity to point B, when we are bringing this charge Q2 from infinity to point B, one charge is already present in the system which is there to apply force on this charge, because you have to do the work against this force now, force due to charge Q1. Or we can say already there is some potential due to charge Q1 at point B, and here we will find out the work done in bringing the charge Q2 from infinity to point B, and here at point B already some potential is there because of charge Q1. So work done in bringing the second charge would be, as we have to keep the charge at point B, so I will write the potential at point B due to Q1, because Q1 was already there in the system, into the charge which we are bringing from infinity to point B. So this formula will give you the work done. So now I want the potential at point B due to Q1. What is the formula for the potential? K Q1 over R. Due to this charge I want to write the potential, and at this point I want to write the potential. So it's very simple. For point charge we can easily write down the formula for the potential. So this is K Q1 over R into Q2. So you can see this is the work done in bringing the charge from infinity to point B. So we have brought both of the charges in the system. Now let us find out the total work done. That is W1 plus W2, that is 0 plus K Q1 Q2 over R, or simply work done is what? That is K Q1 Q2 over R. And this work done will be stored in the system of 2 point charges as their potential energy. So potential energy would be K Q1 Q2 over R. So this is a potential energy of a system having 2 point charges Q1 Q2. So this is for only 2 point charges. Similarly, we can extend our discussion for 3 point charges. When there are 3 point charges in the system, so we are going to consider a system of 3 point charges. Now let us consider we are having a system. Let us consider I want to place the charges at point A, at point B, and at point C. Let us consider the distances between these 2 points. Here I will place Q1, Q2 and Q3. Let this is R12, R23 and 13. So these are the distances between these 3 points where I want to place the charges. Again, I'll follow the same rule. I will consider the point charges which are placed here at point A, B, C, Q1, Q2, Q3. They are initially at infinity, and now we will bring all the 3 charges one by one from infinity to their respective points, and then we will find out the work done in bringing all the charges. So first bring Q1 from infinity to point A. So I am bringing Q1 from infinity to point A, and I am going to place it here at this particular point. So what would be the work done? So work done would be the potential at point A into the charge we are bringing. So potential at point A when no charge is there in the system. So here at this point initially no charge is there, so potential at point A would be 0. So first work done would be 0 into Q1, that is 0. So because initially there is no charge in the system to apply force of attraction or repulsion on Q1, so means we are not going to do any work in bringing the charge from infinity to point A. So electrostatic potential at point A would be 0. So first work done in bringing the charge Q1 would be 0. Now let us bring charge Q2 from infinity to point B, and let us place the charge Q2 at point B. So now let us find out the work done, how much work is done in bringing this charge from infinity to this point. So now bring charge. So second work done. So we want to place the charge at point B. So I want the potential at B due to the charge which is already present in the system, that is Q1. Q1 is already present in the system into the charge we are bringing. So potential at point B due to Q1, that would be K Q1 over R12 into the charge we are bringing. So this is the work done in bringing the charge Q2 from infinity to point B. Now let us bring charge Q3. From infinity to point C. So we are bringing charge Q3 at point C. So already two charges are present in the system, due to which there is some potential at point C, and we have to do the work against the potential of both of these two charges at point C. So third work done would be potential at C due to both these charges, that is due to Q1 and Q2 into the charge which we are bringing. So potential at point C due to Q1. So that would be K Q1 over R13. So potential due to Q1 would be K Q1 R13 plus potential due to Q2 at this particular point, that would be K Q2 over R23. K Q2 over R23. As we know that the potential is a scalar quantity, so that is why I am simply adding both of these potentials here. K Q1 over total potential we want to find at point C due to these two charges. So that is why, because of these two charges, I have written the potential at point C into the charge which we are bringing from infinity to this point. So let us simplify. So this would be K Q1 Q3 over R13 plus K Q2 Q3 over R23. So this is the work done in bringing the third charge. Now we have found all the work done. This is the work done for bringing the first charge, that is 0. This is a work done in bringing the second charge, that is K Q1 Q2 over R12, and this is the work done in bringing the third charge in the system. So total work done would be the sum of all these three works, that is 0 plus K Q1 Q2 over R12 plus K Q2 Q3 over R23 plus K Q1 Q3 over R13. So this is a total work done in bringing the three charges from infinity to the system. So this work done will be stored in the system as its potential energy. So this can be written as K times Q1 Q2 over R12 plus Q2 Q3 over R23 plus Q1 Q3 over R13. So this is the total work done or total potential energy of the system having 3 charges. This can also be written in the summation form. Let us write here only summation form, and we will extend the explanation for more number of the charges. This expression can be written as K times summation I from 1 to 3, summation j from 1 to 3, and here I is not equal to j1. You can see R22, R11, R33 is not there. So both of these two variables are not same. So this can be written as Qi Qj over Rij. So this is the expression, but here one problem is there. You can see as I is going from 1 to 3, j is going from 1 to 3, you will get the same term 2 times. For example, you are getting one term Q1 Q2 over R12, you will get the another term Q2 Q1 over R21, which are the same terms. So here using this summation expression, we are going to get the same term 2 times. So what we have to do here, we have, whenever we are writing the expression in terms of the summation form, I have to add one factor here, that is 1 by 2. So why I have done 1 by 2? Because each term is going to appear 2 times in this expression. So this is the total potential energy of the system due to 3-point charges. So we can extend the explanation for more number of point charges. For example, I am having a system of n point charges. So instead of 3, I can use the same expression for n charges. So total potential energy of the system will become, half factor is there because of the same explanation, each term will appear 2 times here. I from 1 to n, j from 1 to n, I is not equal to j, this is very important. K times, you can write k here, Q1, Qi, Qj over Rij. So this is the potential energy for n point charges in the system. So if 4-point charges may be given, 5-point charges may be given, so what you have to do, you have to take 2 charges at any time and all combinations you are supposed to consider to find out the potential energy. For example, if I am having 4-point charges, one case I am going to consider here. For example, if I am having 4-point charges at these points, let us consider this is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So generally how we can write all the terms to write down the potential energy. So potential energy of this system, I need the distances R12, R23, R34, R14 or 41 as we are considering distances. So for this point charges, how we can write down the potential energy? So potential energy of this system. So any charges, any combination of 2 charges you have to consider, and all combinations should be there. First I am going to make the combination with charge Q1. So K I am writing outside. So how we can write? K Q1 Q2 over R12, Q1 Q2 over R12 plus another combination with Q1 only, Q1 Q3 over R13, so that distance I want, then Q1 Q4 over R14. So I have taken the combinations with Q1. Now I'm taking Q2 combination with Q2. So Q2 Q3 over R23. This combination if I'm taking, that will get repeated. This I have already taken. So in forward direction you are supposed to go Q2 Q3 and Q2 Q4. So this distance also I want. So let us consider this is 2 4. So this would be Q2 Q4 over R24. So this combination I have all considered. And now let us take the combination with Q3. So this would be Q3 Q4 over R34. So with 3, if you are taking backward combinations, they have already appeared. Q3 Q2 is already there. Q3 Q1 is already there. So we are not supposed to take the same combinations again. So you see, I have taken all the combinations now. Q1 with these 3 charges, Q2 with other 2 charges, Q3 with only 1 charges. So 6 terms are going to appear in this expression. So this is the way you can write down all the terms of the potential energy. So this formula you can use for the 4 point charges of the system. So this is the total potential energy when the 4 point charges are present in the system. And if more number of point charges are there, so similarly you can consider all the combinations of the charges. So that's all for today. Thank you.